This Sunday finds us
at Rawnsley Park station.
Let's take a look at how we got here.
We started the week in Orrroroo.
We've driven the 5 minutes from our bush camp just outside of Orroroo to the caravan park at Orroroo. So not much of a travelling day, but this is a really good little camp, really good little caravan park. As you can see, there's a few different cabins of various levels of luxury. You have the office over here, and there's an old amenities block which also has a laundry in it at the moment. But if we walk through here, we have this new building here with toilets and showers. This also doubles as the golf club rooms. Have a look at their golf course. So that's the golf club rooms veranda, green fees. And they play up and down a bloody big hole. Here's the bathroom. Oh, amenities block, as I said. Got this little bit of a camp kitchen area. Barbecue, sinks, a great seating area. There's a communal fire pit, which is a great looking fire pit, and you get to look out over that. Once again, that's down to the golf course, swimming pools down there. So caravan. Pick up the power and water, and power and water's $30 a night. So we're just going for a bit of a walk. We're down the bottom of the golf course near the pool. And we're going on this walking trail, which is fairly nice. I don't know whether you can hear in the background. But the galahs are up and about. Wow. Not even sure if that's coming up in camera, but there's a few of them, and they're yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool. Flaming galahs. Yeah, so this is just a walking track through the golf course. As you can see, the fairways are looking pretty good. The rough is looking pretty light on. And it's the creek walking track. Not sure how much of it we're going to do. But yeah, it's pretty enough. Still the odd galah getting around. Flaming galahs. So what a little green space oasis this is. The golf course is as dead and dry as you would, well, as dead and dry. And then you've got this little space. Can you swim in it, Tanya?
No idea.
I reckon it would have been a swimming hole at some stage. Surrounded by these beautiful big river red gums. A lawn, a green lawn, Tanya.
Actual
Grass. You got a swing, you got heaps of tables and chairs, an electric barbecue. Oh, mosaic. Yeah. And You got this fantastic rock formation, which just looks beautiful. And this weird wall. A dam wall. This is incredible. Look, the water that side's a bit manky. Hasn't seen a lot of flow to flush it out for a while. But what a fantastic space. I am gobsmacked. But these rocks, this one here, it looks like it was bloody machined. It's just smooth and straight. Looks like it's machined. And this is what we come to look at. Some now I'm unsure whether you can see that at all because it's pretty light. That is some rock carvings or engravings. So there's not a lot of information about it other than that these rock carvings are found around South Australia, throughout Nadgeri country. And yeah, not a lot's known about them, but they're ancient.
It's very peaceful.
It is.
And beautiful.
Well, now that there's only a couple of galahs and not 50,000 of them.
Well, there was a lot. But like you said, very surprising. I wasn't expecting any of this.
No.
I just thought, okay, there's going to be a little walking trail beside the creek, which there is. But then you get to see the rocks and the different stuff.
So if you are passing through Orrroo, actually don't pass through it. Stop and spend a day or two because it's beautiful and surprising, like Magnetic Hill.
Yes.
Not natural. That drive we done down near the res and the ruins, like some of this was on our previous episode, but it's a surprising place. I really rate it.
And it's a friendly town.
Very friendly.
People have been nice and welcoming and...
Yeah. No, it is a very friendly town. The butcher is
Your best friend?
Is your best friend. I thought I was going to be the godparents to his children at some stage there, but that might have been pushing it. But you know, good quality meat. We went to the cafe and she basically said, oh well, hope to see you again, which is nice because there's so many vans that bloody go through this place.
Oh, hundreds a day.
A day. And so many go through and don't stop and see this beautiful stuff. So like I said, if you're planning on going through Orrroo, plan to stop in Orrroo because there's plenty to do in Orrroo. So that's Orrroo, from the Guru, and that'll do. Alright Tanya, where are we?
We are at Rawnsley Park station in the Flinders Ranges. Bloody cold, but beautiful.
So as you pull into Rawnsley Park, Rawnsley Park station, Caravan Park, you'll find the office, which has your regular shop office stuff, some groceries and whatnots. It's also where you book your flights for, information about check-in, also your firewood, and probably most importantly is your fuel. You'll see your diesel's $1.85, which is cheaper than Wilpena and cheaper than Orca. So we'll fill up there again before we go. And there's heaps of information scattered around. There's pamphlets in the office that give you some good information around walking tracks and driving tracks. There's also this board that you can come and have a look at, which is quite detailed with good walks. And there's some good drives. And of course you can book your scenic flights. So the office has everything you need. Caravan park is, for the powered, unpowered sites, is pretty busy. That's bloody busy. There's heaps of bin stations around with all your general rubbish recycling, bottles, and that's the first amenities block. The big brick block, obviously very clean, very tidy. Everything here is very clean and tidy. And that building up there is the camp kitchen. And they've actually built what looks to be a fairly new second amenities block, which is also home to the pump station. And as we get out the back, there's still a couple of powered spots up here that they seem to have scattered around. I assume they're doing the infrastructure, and eventually powered sites will spread throughout. Yeah. More bins, which is just always good. And then we're up on this little terrace. So this is all now the more powered camping sites. You're not overcrowded. And you have little stone campfires. So we're here for
4 nights.
4 nights. We're going to have a couple of drives and a bit of a look around, explore some territory.
It's the outback, baby.
Yeah, and really looking forward to it.
We've come to Wilpena Pound.
And
we're going to have a look at the visitor centre, see what we're going to do.
And 23 minutes, was that relevant to anything?
Yeah, 23 minutes to get here from Rawnsley Park station.
So this is the visitor centre. There's a cafe and there's some fuel.
And a store.
And a store. So we're going to check out the cafe for coffee. The store, just because you always need to keep your stocks up. We've popped into the Wilpena Pound Information Centre. Had a lovely chat to a fantastic fella there. He's given us some hiking ideas for this morning, some driving itineraries for not only this afternoon but tomorrow as well. And the hike we're going on is Homestead Hike, Tanya.
Yes.
And Old Homestead. Now when we get to the Old Homestead, there's also a couple of lookouts that we can push on to go and have a look at. It's 6.6 k's return. So we've been into the shop at the Wilpena Pound, and it was actually really reasonably priced, wasn't it, Tanya?
Yeah, for something so remote.
So remote and really well stocked. So if you did come and camp here, and there's a lot camping, looking through the bush. If you did come and camp here and you did run out of something, I'm pretty sure you'd get enough in that shop to see you through.
It is a national park, so no animals, no pets.
No, and also we had to get a day pass.
Yes.
And how much were they, Tanya?
I think it was $13.50, so the same as when we went south.
Beautiful. So this is the walk that we're on. We've only just started it. Yeah, so no doubt we'll film things that are pretty as we walk along. So we've walked along the creek for a bit with these beautiful big gum trees. And then on the other side, I've just come in under these rock formations. Just to confirm that this track may well be the greatest of all time, or as some people refer to it, as the goat. Here we have family of goats.
I'm sure the parks don't really like them.
No. It is just magnificent. You got these trees, you got these cliffs, you got rocks, you got a creek. This is a magnificent walk. So we've hit Hills Homestead, which was our destination. But at Hills Homestead, beautiful old restored house, which was the second building on the site. And there's also a drop dunny. Oh, and the bin. That's handy. So there's a couple of lookouts to go and look at. They're on the same track. I think one's 300 meters and is moderate. The next one is an extra 400 meters and is hard. So we're going to go and do the moderate one and see how we go with the second one. But what do you think of this walk so far, Tanya?
It's been really good. It's been lovely.
Yeah, it has been good. So what was a gentle undulating road to the homestead has turned into a bit of a more challenging trek up these rocks to the first lookout. So this is to the first lookout. Apparently after that, that's when it gets tricky. This is the lower lookout, and you really start to see the shape of the pound now. You have those mountains that run all the way around us, and then the gorge, which is the way in and out. It is beautiful, magnificent. This is the top Wangara lookout, and you can really get a sense of the natural formation that is Wilpena Pound. And Indigenous people lived here for thousands of years. Settlers come in and tried to change everything, found out that their practices don't work in this environment. So I didn't take any footage of the walk up because I needed two hands just to steady myself. I didn't want to drop the camera. But this is going down. As you'll see, Tony's doing a cracking job. It is steeper than it looks, and it's just rocks. There's very little formed pathway. It's a tough walk. All I know is they're going to feel this in the morning. The walk to the homestead is a nice, easy, flat walk. It's like this path track pretty much all the way. There's a couple of narrow sections and a couple of little bridges. It's a good walk. Yeah. 6.6 k's, good walk. we decided to go up Wangan Lookout.
Yeah, good on us.
So we went to the lower lookout and then pushed on to the top lookout. The top lookout from the homestead is 0.8, so 1.6 return. So that means we've done 6.6 and 1, carry the 2, about 8.2 kilometres. Now the Wangan lookout, Wangara lookout, the first lookout is a level 3 and it wasn't too bad. The top one was quite a challenge.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have wanted it to be any rougher, any steeper or any longer.
No.
To be honest, the lower lookout was just as good as the top one.
Yeah, you didn't really see anything more from the top.
Almost 3 hours, Tanya.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, they reckon it's about 2 hours to walk to the homestead and back. Obviously we walked that little bit further, but we're close enough to 3 hours. And we stopped a couple of times just to have a snack. Like I had an apple. I know, an apple. Wow, who'd have thunk it? So just be prepared, take your time, and it is bloody beautiful.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah, and leading up to the homestead, they have these signs that talk about the pioneering history and the local indigenous history, and they have them as a comparative story side by side, and that was really interesting.
So we're looking to go through a couple of gorges. So one is called the Orrroroo Gorge and the other is the Wilpena Gorge. So we're just having a bit of a drive.
After our walk this morning, it's nice to be sitting on the arse while still looking and exploring this beautiful countryside. South Australia is surprisingly amazing.
At the very least. So we're driving through the Orrroroo Gorge right now. So we've come out of the gorge and we are just driving down the road and there's an emu in the middle of the road. Oh, I hope we get close enough to pick it up on the camera. It's just wandering down the road, no speed, no care in the world. It's just having a walk. Oh, now it's having a run. Oh, no,
I'm not chasing, I'm just driving. All it has to do is go one way or the other and I'll just go past it. What are you doing?
It's running down the road.
Move! Just go left or right, let me past. This is where some bloody caravanners.
Oh, go on, over. No. We're going to end up with it at our campsite at this rate.
Look.
That's it. No, pick a side, pick a side.
Let me go this way. Oh, bloody water. Oh, doesn't like water either. Yeah, keep going.
There it is.
No. Yeah, off you go, mate.
Okay, so we are going through the Wilpena Gorge now.
It is gorgeous. 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 So we got told by the bloke at the information centre to come and have a look at this stop, and we might see some yellow-tailed rock wallabies. And we have. There's one on the rock, and there's one down there. Oh, we got two on the rock. How cool are they? Yellow-tailed rock wallabies in their natural environment. That is so cool. Oh, little fella. You got that? Got that one there, and then you got another couple over there. Oh, there you go.
We've come to the Great Wall of China. It's a very large hill with some rock formation at the top, which they've likened to the Great Wall of China. Again, it's another beautiful spot.
We have made our way to Blinman. Now, Blinman is a small little town. It's got a pub, it's got a cafe, got some lovely old buildings, and we're going to the Heritage Blinman mine. So we're going to do a tour there. $36 was it?
Yeah.
36 bucks each, and we're going to go and have a look underground. $36 each. Went for an hour. Was it worth $36?
I think so.
I reckon it was too.
I really enjoyed it. I've never been in a mine, and yeah, I've enjoyed it thoroughly. We have just left Rawnsley Park after our 4 nights there. I had a fantastic stay. I loved all the things that we went and did, all the drives and the walks and the food. What were your thoughts, Scott?
Yeah, it was fantastic. The food at the Woolshed was beautiful. The food over at the Prairie Hotel was beautiful. We had a couple of nights where we sat out by the campfire just looking at the stars with Brian Cox's YouTube about the universe, and it's actually, yeah,
very deep.
It is very deep, and it makes you realise how insignificant you are, but also how impressive the universe is. It's a vast country. It sort of matches the vast universe. And remember, don't count the years.
Make the years count.